Success isn't something that happens overnight. But what if I told you that there are habits, simple, everyday habits, that if you adopt them, you could catapult your success in ways you never imagined? Now, I'm not talking about shortcuts or miracles. I'm talking about the kind of success that comes from intentional effort, discipline, and a mindset that propels you forward. Success is predictable. It's not luck and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. If you're ready to take control, if you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making the right moves today, then you're in the right place. The habits I'm about to share are not just theories. They're practical actions you can start implementing right now. In fact, these 7 habits are the difference between where you are now and where you could be. Let's dive in. Now, let's begin with the most important habit. It's simple, but it's also the most powerful. Take responsibility for your life. You see, if you want to soar in life, you have to start by owning your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes. Success does not come to those who blame others, the system, or circumstances for their failures. It comes to those who stand up, look in the mirror, and say, I am responsible for where I am, and I will take the necessary steps to move forward. A success begins with responsibility. It's not about the things that happen to you. It's about how you respond to those things. You've heard the old saying, you can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Well, that's responsibility in action. Most people spend their lives pointing fingers. They blame their upbringing, their job, their lack of opportunity. But what happens when you take responsibility? You take control. You realize that you are the one who gets to decide your future. You decide your attitude, effort, your focus. Here's a thought. Everything that happens to you, good or bad, is a result of a choice you made. Whether it's the career you're in, the relationships you have, or the state of your health, every part of your life is influenced by the choices you've made up to this point. And when you realize this, when you truly understand that your life is a direct reflection of your choices, you gain power. You no longer feel like a victim. You're not at the mercy of anyone or anything. You are in control. So, the first habit is this: take full responsibility. Look at your life and understand that where you are today is a result of the decisions you've made. If you want something better, start making better decisions. But don't just take responsibility in the big things. Take it in the small things too. Your habits, your time, your health. These are all areas where responsibility can change everything. It's about ownership. When you own your life, you own your success. When you own your failures, you can learn from them. And that's when growth begins. So ask yourself, are you truly taking responsibility for your life? Or are you waiting for something or someone to change things for you? Because it's in your hands. And once you take responsibility, success is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The second habit that will radically change your path to success is to develop a positive mindset. Now, let me tell you something. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It's the most important tool you have. But like any tool, it's only effective if it's used properly. What you believe, what you think, and how you perceive the world will shape your actions, your results, and your future. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It influences the way you approach your challenges, your relationships, and your goals. The key here is to understand that success isn't just about skills, talent, or even resources. It's about how you think. And more importantly, it's about how you react to the circumstances you face. You see, everyone faces difficulties. Everyone encounters obstacles. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is the ability to look at those challenges through the right lens. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the realities of life or pretending everything is perfect. It doesn't mean you don't acknowledge your struggles or setbacks. It means that no matter what happens, you choose to focus on the solution, not the problem. You decide to see opportunity in every challenge and growth in every failure. Think about this. The way you respond to adversity is often more important than the adversity itself. It's not what happens to you that defines your life. It's how you choose to respond to what happens. If you respond with a positive, solution-focused mindset, you'll find ways to overcome any challenge. If you respond with negativity or defeat, you'll find yourself stuck, feeling powerless and defeated. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Developing a positive mindset takes work, and it takes time. But it is possible. It's about training your brain to look for the best, to believe in your own potential, and to focus on what you can control. Let's break this down a bit. First, you need to practice self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. What do you think about most of the time? Are they positive thoughts that encourage you to take action? Or are they negative thoughts that hold you back and make you doubt yourself? You see, your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, that's what will grow. But if you plant seeds of positivity, gratitude, and self-belief, that's what will flourish. And just like any garden, you have to tend to it. You have to water those positive thoughts, nurture them, and weed out the negativity. One powerful way to cultivate a positive mindset is through affirmations. These are simple statements you say to yourself every day, such as, I am capable, I am worthy of success, or I am growing and improving every day. These affirmations are not just words. They're powerful tools that train your mind to believe in your abilities and your potential. Another essential practice is gratitude. Take a moment every day to reflect on what you're grateful for. No matter how tough things may seem, there is always something to be grateful for. It could be your health, your family, the opportunities you have, or even the lessons you've learned from failure. A gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. And when you focus on abundance rather than scarcity, your mindset transforms. Visualization is another technique that helps develop a positive mindset. Visualize your goals as already accomplished. See yourself achieving your dreams and living the life you want. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more your subconscious mind will believe it. And when your mind believes it, your actions will align with that belief. But let's get real for a moment. A positive mindset isn't just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about perseverance, keeping a positive outlook even when things get tough. Life will throw challenges your way. There will be times when you feel like giving up. But during those times, it's your mindset that will either pull you through or keep you stuck. When you develop a positive mindset, you begin to see every failure as a lesson, every setback as an opportunity to grow. You no longer fear challenges. Instead, you welcome them because you know they are stepping stones to your success. The final aspect of cultivating a positive mindset is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a tremendous impact on your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, complaining, and pessimism, it's hard to maintain a positive outlook. But if you surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who challenge you to be better, you'll find it much easier to keep a positive mindset. And remember, a positive mindset doesn't mean you're always happy. Life is full of ups and downs. But it does mean that no matter what happens, you believe in yourself and your ability to handle it. You believe that no matter how tough the road gets, you will always find a way forward. So, take control of your thoughts. Train your mind to focus on the positive. Believe in your potential, practice gratitude, and visualize your success. And most importantly, don't let setbacks or failures break your spirit. Go and keep believing. Keep moving forward with a positive mindset, and success will follow. The third habit that can transform your success is taking consistent action every single day. You've probably heard the saying, knowledge is power. Well, I'm here to tell you that's only half true. Knowledge is important, no doubt. But knowledge without action is like a car without fuel. It may look good sitting in the driveway, but it won't take you anywhere. Let me put it this way, you can have all the books, all the strategies, and all the plans in the world. But without action, they're just ideas. Success doesn't come from knowing what to do, it comes from doing what you know. Taking action is where the magic happens. It's the daily, consistent effort that leads to breakthroughs. Think about this: if you take one small step toward your goal every day, over time, those small steps add up. They build momentum, they create progress, and they transform your life. Now, here's the tricky part. Most people don't take action because they're waiting for the perfect moment. They wait for the right time, the right circumstances, or the perfect conditions. But the truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. There's never a time when everything will be perfectly aligned. And if you wait for it, you'll never get started. The key is to take imperfect action. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to wait for all the stars to align. All you need is the courage to start, even if you're unsure of how things will unfold. When you take that first step, the next one becomes clearer. And when you keep moving forward, the path opens up before you. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture. You look at your goals and think, this is so much work. How will I ever achieve all of this? But success doesn't happen all at once. It happens one step at a time, one action at a time. When you break your goals down into small, manageable tasks and focus on taking one small step each day, you'll start to see progress. And here's another powerful truth: consistency is the secret ingredient to success. It's not the big leaps you take that get you ahead, it's the small, daily actions that compound over time. You don't have to move mountains in a single day. You just have to keep showing up, doing the work, and moving forward, day after day. You see, success doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require brilliance. It just requires persistence. It requires showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It requires taking action, even when you're uncertain. And it requires discipline, day in and day out. Here's the great thing about taking action: action breeds motivation. The more you act, the more motivated you'll become. You'll gain confidence in yourself. You'll see the progress you're making. And that progress will fuel your desire to keep going. So, let me ask you this: what is the one thing you today to take action toward your goal? What's the first small step you can take to move yourself closer to the success you want? Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take action now, even if it's a small step, even if it's just one thing you can do today. That action will lead to more action, and more action will lead to more success. And remember, action is not just about doing the big things. It's also about the small things. The things that build your discipline, your habits, and your mindset. It's about taking the time to read a few pages of a book, writing down your goals, or making that phone call you've been putting off. It's about doing the things that move you forward, no matter how small they may seem at the time. But the most important part is to take consistent action. Success doesn't come from sporadic bursts of energy or sudden efforts. It comes from the commitment to show up, to work every day, to put in the effort even when you don't feel like it. And the more you make action a habit, the more success will become a habit in your life. So today, don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Just take action, and keep taking action day after day. That's how you'll build momentum. That's how you'll see results. That's how you'll skyrocket your success. Let me tell you something: focus is one of the most valuable skills you can develop for success. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, notifications, emails, endless entertainment. It's everywhere. And the people who get ahead, they're the ones who know how to shut out the noise and focus on what truly matters. Because here's the true thing: your ability to focus determines your ability to succeed. Success isn't about doing 100 things at once. It's about doing a few things exceptionally well. It's about working on your goals with deep, undivided attention. It's about training your mind to stay locked in on the task at hand, no matter what's happening around you. The power of focus. You see, most people struggle not because they lack ambition, but because they lack focus. They jump from one thing to another. They start something, then get distracted. They spread their energy across too many projects, too many ideas, too many obligations. But success doesn't come from scattered effort. It comes from intense, concentrated focus on a few key things. Imagine this: you take a magnifying glass and hold it under the sun. If you keep moving it around, nothing happens. But the moment you hold it still, focused on one spot, the heat intensifies. The energy becomes powerful enough to start a fire. That's the power of focus. If you constantly jump from goal to goal, you'll never make real progress. But if you focus on one thing, fully, deeply, you create momentum. You build mastery. You get results. How to develop unshakable focus. 1. Set clear priorities. The first step to focus is knowing what's important. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everything deserves your time. Identify the top 23 things that will create the biggest impact in your life, and focus on them relentlessly. 2. Eliminate distractions. If you want to succeed, you need to protect your focus. Turn off notifications, set boundaries, create an environment that supports deep work. The less you allow distractions, the stronger your focus becomes. 3. Practice deep work. Most people spend their days in a state of constant interruption. But the highest achievers, they block out time for deep, uninterrupted work. They dedicate hours to their craft, their skills, their business, without checking their phone or getting sidetracked. 4. Train your brain to focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Work for 30 minutes without distraction. Then push it to an hour. Over time, your ability to concentrate will grow. 5. Cut out multitasking. Multitasking is a myth. It makes you slower, less efficient, and more stressed. The best performers don't do 5 things at once. They do one thing at a time, with full focus and intensity. Here's the bottom line: whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on problems, your problems will grow. If you focus on excuses, your excuses will grow. But if you focus on solutions, on opportunities, on progress, your success will grow. Because success isn't about being busy. It's about being focused. It's about cutting out the noise and working with laser-like precision. So, starting today, make focus your superpower. Eliminate distractions. Train your mind. Give your full attention to what matters, and watch how quickly your life changes. Let's talk about one of the most important habits for success: taking consistent action. It doesn't matter how many books you read, how many seminars you attend, or how many great ideas you have. If you don't take action, nothing will happen. You see, success is not just about learning or knowing what to do. It's about doing what you know and doing it consistently, day in and day out. The key to getting ahead in life is not the ideas you have, but the steps you take to turn those ideas into reality. Most people don't fail because they don't have great ideas. They fail because they don't act on them. They wait for the perfect time, for everything to align, for the stars to be in the right position. But here's the true thing: there is no perfect time. The perfect time is now. When you take consistent action, something magical happens. Momentum. Momentum is like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but as you continue to take action, it builds. The more you do, the faster it goes, and the bigger the results become. Think about these. You start with one small step, then you take another, then another. Over time, those small steps compound. They stack on top of each other, and before you know it, you've made progress that most people can only dream of. But here's the catch: a momentum only comes through consistent effort. You can't expect success if you're taking a few steps forward and then waiting for something to happen. You have to keep moving. How to build consistent action into your life. 1. Start small, but start today. The hardest part is often just starting. But the truth is, you don't have to start big. You just have to start. Even the smallest step forward is a step in the right direction. Start with one task, one action, and build from there too. Set daily goals. Set specific, achievable goals for every day. Don't rely on vague resolutions like, "I want to be successful." Instead, decide what actions you need to take that will bring you closer to your goal. Break it down into daily tasks and take action every single day. 3. Create routines and habits. Consistency is easier when it becomes a habit. Create daily routines that support your goals. The more you make success a part of your everyday life, the less effort it takes to stay on track. 4. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability is key. Keep track of your progress and don't let yourself off the hook. Hold yourself to a high standard and remind yourself of why you started in the first place. 5. Push through resistance. Understand that resistance will come. There will be days when you don't feel like taking action. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and failures. But it's in those moments that your commitment to consistent action is truly tested. Push through the resistance, because that's where growth happens. The power of consistent action. Success isn't the result of one big, dramatic effort. It's the result of 1,000 small actions that add up over time. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the effort when you don't feel like it. It's the small wins that lead to big wins. Think of success as a snowball that grows bigger and faster with each piece of action you take. The more consistent you are, the bigger that snowball gets. And soon enough, that momentum carries you to places you never thought possible. So, starting today, commit to consistent action. Take the first step, then the next and the next. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward. Because consistent action, over time, will lead to the success you've always dreamed of. Success doesn't happen overnight. I know you've heard it before, but it bears repeating. The journey to success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time, it requires patience. And most importantly, it demands persistence. Now, I know many of you want results, quick results. You want to see the fruits of your labor immediately. But let me share something with you. The fruits of success grow slowly. There's no magic shortcut. There's no quick fix. You must be prepared to go the distance. Patience isn't just about waiting for things to happen. It's about how you act while you wait. It's about staying focused, staying disciplined, and trusting the process even when you don't see immediate results. Look at any successful person, and you'll find a story of delayed gratification. It's the quiet persistence. The ability to stay committed to a goal even when the rewards aren't clear. They didn't give up after a few setbacks. They didn't quit when they faced obstacles. They stuck with it. They understood that success takes time. They give up after one failure, one setback, or one disappointment. They expect instant results, but the truth is, lasting success takes time to build. The seeds you plant today will only bear fruit tomorrow if you nurture them long enough. How to develop patience and persistence. 1. Understand the process takes time. Don't rush the process. Learn to love the journey, not just the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goal. Every challenge, every obstacle, is a lesson that prepares you for success. 2. Focus on long-term vision. When you face setbacks, remind yourself of your long-term vision. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture. In the moment, it's easy to feel discouraged. But the greatest achievements come to those who keep their eyes on the prize, even when it's far off in the distance. 3. Persevere through challenges. When life knocks you down, and it will, get back up. Persistence is the difference between those who succeed and those who fail. When you encounter a setback, don't look at it as the end. Look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow. The key is to never give up, no matter how difficult it seems. 4. Break goals into smaller, achievable tasks. Large goals can feel overwhelming. That's why you need to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. When you focus on achieving one small task at a time, it becomes much easier to stay patient and persistent. Celebrate small wins along the way. They keep you motivated for the bigger goal. 5. Trust the process, even when it's hard. There will be times when you feel like giving up. There will be days when nothing seems to be working. Trust the process. Success is built on daily efforts, on doing the right thing. Even when no one is watching, keep going. Your time will come. Success isn't about being fast, it's about being steady. It's about having the courage to keep going, even when things get tough. It's about knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is taking you closer to your goals. Let me tell you, this success doesn't belong to the fastest. It belongs to the persistent, to the ones who don't quit, to the ones who understand that the road to success is long, but the rewards are worth the wait. So, starting today, be patient with yourself in the process. Keep pushing forward, even when it feels like progress is slow. Keep believing, keep working, and above all, keep going. Because patience and persistence will turn your dreams into reality. Let's finish strong by discussing one of the most empowering habits you can adopt: focusing on what you can control. In life, there are so many things beyond your control. You can't control the weather, the economy, or what other people do. But here's the key: you can control how you respond to them. When you focus on what you can control, you regain your power. You stop giving away your energy to things you cannot change, and you start directing it toward what truly matters. Many people spend their time stressing about things that are outside their control. They waste mental energy worrying about the future, the past, or other people's actions. This kind of thinking is a drain on your motivation and your ability to move forward. Successful people, on the other hand, focus all their energy on what they can do today, on the actions they can take, on the habits they can form, and on the mindset they can cultivate. They know that their power lies in the present moment, in the decisions they make right now. How to focus on what you can control. 1. Stop worrying about things you can't change. Worrying about things outside your control is a waste of time and energy. The more you focus on things you cannot change, the less energy you have for the things that you can influence. Decide today to let go of the things that are beyond your control and redirect that energy into taking positive action. 2. Take ownership of your actions. You might not control everything in life, but you always control your actions. Focus on doing the best you can in every situation, and stop waiting for things to be perfect. Take responsibility for your decisions, your habits, and your behaviors. The more ownership you take, the more empowered you become. 3. Set realistic and actionable goals. You can't control how quickly you'll reach your goals, but you can control how much effort you put in each day. Set small, achievable goals and break them down into manageable steps. This will give you a clear sense of purpose and help you keep moving forward, regardless of the external circumstances. 4. Develop emotional control. You can't control how people behave or what happens around you, but you can control how you react. Developing emotional control means learning how to respond to challenges, setbacks, and criticism in a way that helps you grow, rather than reacting negatively. This type of self-regulation allows you to stay calm, focused, and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. 5. Embrace change and adapt. Change is inevitable, and it's often out of your hands. Instead of resisting it, embrace it. Learn to adapt to new situations, new information, and new challenges. The more flexible and adaptable you are, the better you'll be at navigating life's unpredictable nature. When you focus on what you can control, you stop feeling powerless. You start taking deliberate steps toward your goals, and each small win builds your confidence and momentum. You stop getting bogged down by the weight of external factors and start seeing the opportunities that are available to you right now. It's about understanding that you are in charge of your destiny. Your actions, your mindset, and your responses are within your control. And when you master these, you can create success no matter what happens around you. So, starting today, focus on what you can control. Let go of the things that weigh you down. Take action, stay disciplined, and keep your mind focused on the things you can shape. Because when you focus on what you can control, you'll unlock the full potential within you.